lovelies, it's Murky Meg here. It's Monday the 7th of December and this is my second video today, so if you've not seen the first one I popped a link in the top right hand corner for you to click and go back and watch. And the most hilarious news has hit the headlines. But of course we all know the reason it's hit the headlines is that Kate and William are off on their royal train tour. So of course we're expecting something to try and knock them off the top. And lo and behold, this has been released. Meghan and Harry will launch their own woke awards, rivaling the Queen's gongs to honour significant contributions in the couple's favourite fields. Oh, do you know what? They're exhausting, aren't they? Allegedly, the fields that they will be celebrating include charitable services, education, science, literature, racial justice, gender equality, environmental stewardship, youth empowerment, health and mental health. This will all be funnelled through the Archwell Foundation. Let's get one thing straight, shall we? Aside from the fact they are literally just copying what the royals do, when in fact they didn't want to be royal, but they did. They wanted half in, half out, but they got pushed out, and now they're trying to rival and have their own court in America. Not going to happen. This is, without a shadow of a doubt, a money-making exercise. It is an advertiser's dream. Now, while the Sun poked fun at them by mocking up a snowflake award that could be presented by them, which I thought was utterly hilarious, the Mail actually say in their article the awards will run alongside the Queen's own gongs, which include knighthoods, CBEs, OBEs and MBEs. No, they won't, because this is just from two woke people that couldn't hack at being part of the royal family, so they fled to America. Winning charities and individuals can expect, apparently, the seal of approval from the couple. Bit of a kiss of death, really, isn't it? This has all come to light because, can you remember, Archwell trademark had got kind of slapped down and said that it was far too vague. They were given 6 months to resubmit the application before it was rendered dead. But the legal firm that are acting on behalf of the Sussexes filed again clarifying documents hours before that deadline was due to end, and this was last week. And the application is now under review. As expected, this has really hit the fan on social media. People are up in arms, and rightfully so, because it seems that they are trying to build their own court in America. How can you rival the Queen, for goodness sake? I've said all along this is what they wanted. They wanted their own royal court in America, their little bubble of 3, that they can go ahead and do whatever they want, whatever charity that they wanted to be seen to be doing, the charity tours. They wanted their own remembrance photos, which they got, and got a massive amount of backlash. I've popped a link in the top right hand corner if you want to revisit that video. But seriously, would you really want an award from Harry and Meghan? What credence do they have to give out awards? I know that a lot of companies do these kind of niche award ceremonies, but they're companies, and Harry and Meghan still hold their titles. They're not allowed to use their HOH, but they still hold the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, and they use it liberally. This could look very, very wrong if they give out awards to certain charities or individuals. There's a robust structure and protocol that surrounds the gongs, the CBs, the MBEs, the OBEs, and it has been done like this for many, many decades. What gives them the right to suddenly say, hey, we're the Duke and Duchess of Sussex and we're going to go and give you a gong? The Duke and Duchess of Sussex anoint you Lord and Lady of California. This is a prime example of how big-headed that they have become. It shows their delusions of grandeur in an absolutely abominable scale. And I'm sorry, but isn't it the President of the United States' job that actually gives out the National Medal of Freedom, not them? And let's be honest here, what exactly have they achieved since leaving the royal family? Zoom calls, that's all. Oh, let's not forget that she collaborated with Finding Freedom and she's suing the hell out of everybody. Inspiring stuff, no? I'm just waiting for their unofficial Christmas Day video that comes out. I jest, But although I think it's possible, and I think about it, and they are using their titles to be able to do this. Those Duke and Duchess titles are being lent on so heavily, and this is another prime example. If any revenue is made for Archewell Foundation, should that be allowed because they are using those titles to benefit themselves? Because let's face it, they're not doing this out of the goodness of their own hearts. It will always have a price tag on it. Let's face it, it's a Mickey Mouse award, plain and simple. And then you've got to wonder, what's next after the awards? Are you going to get a gold stamp warrant for products that have been approved by Archewell Foundation, a bit like the royal warrants that we have here in the UK? I wonder if the award will be shaped like a banana. And didn't Meghan famously say not being ranked means everything to me? This is ranking, pure and simple. Their self-importance is off the charts, that they think that they can do the same thing as the Queen. Oh, no. They were the ones that wanted to step away from royal life, and now they want to mimic everything that is royal. Let's be perfectly honest, now they are nothing more than celebrities, and I think it's about time the Queen stood up, took notice of exactly what is being said, how the country feels, and stripped them of all their titles. This is a very clear indication of where the two want Archewell Foundation to develop into. Do they really honestly think they can rival the monarchy? Angela Levin, who is a journalist, a royal commentator and a biographer, tweeted this morning, do Harry and Meghan really intend to have their own honour list? Bit like children playing mothers and fathers. And that sums it up perfectly, doesn't it? And it was only back in October that Harry took a swipe at giving out awards. Apparently it was during that notorious prank call in which Harry expressed his damning view on incentives similar to the Earthshot Prize, which is one of William's endeavours, aiming to revert the effects of global warming is having on the planet during a call to the two Russian pranksters. During the call, he said, small steps or giving out prizes doesn't make any difference these days. Well, Harry, I think you need to take your own advice there, sunshine. I think that this whole debacle is laughable. I don't think it has longevity. I don't think that it will do them any favours because those two haven't really done anything credible since leaving the royal family to warrant these type of things. And I do find it rather suspect that this has come out yesterday at the start of the royal train tour. She always does it, doesn't she? She always manages to really crowbar some news in when other members of the royal family have something to share. But looking at the responses that this particular bit of the news is getting, it's not going down too well. And it really does look like they are trying to rival the monarchy and set up their own court. And you've got to think that this must be included in that 12-month review. You just can't rival the Queen. It's just not done. So I would love to know your thoughts. Do you think this is a brilliant idea? Or do you think it's just another ridiculous spin to try and get them noticed, to try and keep them relevant, to try and rival anything that the royal family do? They wanted out. They didn't want to be part of the royal family. Go, do your own thing. Stop copying the royal family's format. It's silly, childish, and you lack integrity by doing it. Do you think that this was released to overshine the royal train tour that Catherine and William are doing? Or do you think it was just a coincidence that they filed and the media have picked it up? And what do you think the royal family will think of this? Will they see it as another snub towards them? Or do you think that they will laugh it off? As always, I would love to know your thoughts. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the notification bell and also that like button. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of my followers for all the tips and all the emails, DMs that everybody sends to me. It really is greatly appreciated. So thank you very much for watching once again.